Okay, Scott, I figured out a way to print your quiz out. This is your first submission, at least. The questions might not be the same order because it randomizes them, but based off what I'm seeing here, here's some suggestions for you. So first of all, this one's asking for a minimum. So you have to find the critical numbers first, and that's where this is the derivative where it equals 0. And according to the derivative, it's already factored. So it's obviously going to be 2. That would make the first factor 0, 3, second factor, and 4, the third factor. So then to figure out if it's a minimum, you have to make sure the derivative goes from negative to positive. So in this first interval, the negative infinity to 2 interval, you can test like f prime of 0 and see what this derivative is. Well, you can do this just by signs. If you plug in 0 to this one, 0 minus 2, which is negative. And then 0 into this one, it's a negative 3 squared, which is positive. And then 0 into this one, it's a negative 4 cubed, which is negative. So you get a negative times a positive times a negative, which is positive, which means you're increasing here. This next interval, you can take the derivative of 2.5, and then doing the same thing, the first factor is going to be positive. Second factor is going to be positive. And the third factor is going to be negative. So a positive times a negative is a negative. So we found a max here. We're looking for a min. So you have to keep going with this interval and this interval and see where it goes from negative to positive. So next question. This question is really the same as this question. It's asking for a relative minimum, except this is not the derivative. So you have to find the derivative, factor, and now it becomes the exact same problem as the one before it. So your zeros, your critical numbers, are at negative 1 because of that factor and 2 because of that factor. And now just do like test a number here like negative 3 and the derivative. You'll get a negative times a negative, which is positive. So you know it's increasing here, and continue with that. Next question. Maybe that wasn't the next question. Hold on. Okay. Oh, so this question is split up. I think you had a question on this. So actually, you got a 2 out of 2. So no, I guess you got this one right. So let's go to the next one. 4, which you got a 0 out of 2 on. Here's the derivative. It's asking where the intervals are. This is increasing. So it says it has a vertical asymptote at 0. The derivative equals 0 where the top equals 0, which is negative 1 and positive 1. And then it's just the same thing. Well, I'll do one interval for you. Say right here, and then from 0 to 1, you test f prime of 0.5. So you plug that into the derivative, you'll get 2, which is positive. 0.5 plus 1 is positive. 0.5 minus 1 is negative. And 0.5 cubed is positive. So you get a positive times a negative, which is negative over a positive, which is negative. So we're decreasing here. So continue that with all the intervals. And you should be able to get that answer. Question number 5, you picked pi over 3 on that one, and that was correct. So hopefully that puts you on the right track. If not, if you need more help, please let me know.